Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to The Walking Dead Michonne. So we're about to say a few words for the dead father and then get in a fight with Norma and maybe have one surprise reveal, but I bet not, and maybe have a mental breakdown and hallucinate in the middle of that final fight. This by all odds should not go well. Norma is well out overpowered and outgunning us. We should have run away, but we want to save our crew too. Let's see what happens. I imagine this by the end of this recording we'll be done with the whole game. There definitely feels like there could have been more to this game if they had decided to do it. It feels like almost this was a half-canceled project with the budget cut. That would explain why it's only 3 episodes and all the other ones have been 5 episodes or 6 episodes. 5 episodes with a bonus episode. Does she know what to say? What can one really say at a time like these? Really? She's not gonna say anything?
Sam? You okay?
Do I have to eulogize this guy?
I don't really know what to say. Where am I supposed to start? I don't know.
Just say what he meant to you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you a moment.
She just walks away.
Hey, you okay?
No, not really.
Michonne.
Just thinking about my kids. I keep seeing them.
Hang in there. We'll be back out on the water soon.
Now the weird question is she hallucinating her kids like non-stop in the TV series if this occurred before the TV series?
You know, I envy them a little. They've managed to hold on to something we all lost a long time ago. Something
That would be
normal.
weird.
I don't know how to describe it. Feels like before. Just a little bit. Sound like an idiot, don't I?
It may seem nice, but it won't keep them alive. They don't know how to survive out there.
Hey, I decided to stay. For
Yay,
the kids.
one more gun.
Don't get cocky. It had nothing to do with what you said.
Uh-huh.
That would be funny if it actually didn't. I'd have to
She's here!
look up different endings.
I thought
See,
we had more time.
they should
It's
have
okay. It's gonna be okay.
should have taken up positions where the
Go
fire,
upstairs with your brother, okay?
open the
I
gate,
need you to hide until I come get you.
and
What's
then
gonna happen?
when they come in, start shooting.
You'll stop them, right? Right? Just get upstairs.
Stay out of sight and you'll be safe. Norma's not after you.
Everything will be fine.
Stay together.
I wouldn't
no matter
be
what.
surprised if
We
Norma
will, okay?
starts the whole building on fire, though. So that's gonna be, and it's not like Norma doesn't know about her family because she specifically told Norma about her family the first time she was caught stealing from her.
I can get a clear shot of the front gate from upstairs. I'll cover you. If I can. I hope it doesn't come to that.
You better not miss.
I hope I don't.
Paige, if anything goes wrong, I need you to take care of James and Alex.
Don't talk like that.
Paige, please.
Sam, you know I'll...
Grab Randall and meet us outside.
Now, I imagine anyone perceptive would see that a zombie walks nothing like a regular human being. I would also really, really love to stop seeing loading screens. This is more loading screens than games. I guess maybe if you just keep nudging it forward like that, you could potentially hide the fact.
It's quiet out there. You ready for this?
Anything goes wrong out there, I got your back.
Right.
Stay alert.
Just stay alert and be ready for anything. We don't know what Norma's planning.
You got it.
Just pushing forward. Where's my crew?
It's
Just kill her.
just me.
Good, shoot her now.
What the hell is going on here?
I had my people hang back a bit. I wanted to talk first. Just us. Clear the air a little.
What's your game?
No game. I just want to talk.
I don't trust her.
Where's Pete's crew?
They're not far. Don't worry.
Why should we believe you?
I may be a lot of things, but I'm no liar. Your crew is safe, I promise you. Listen, Monroe is gone. Sunk down in the water like everything I built. You and I, we've each taken from the other. All I want now is my brother back. That's all. And I'll leave you be.
You buying any of this?
You'll get Randall after you hand over my friends.
After everything you've done, you expect me to simply hand over your friends, just like that?
Careful, Michonne.
A show of good faith, then. Any minute now. Safe and sound, just like I said. Now, I want to see my brother.
Why the hell are we standing here? We're all homeless because of her.
Yeti, stop!
They should be dead!
That is not what we are here for. Now be quiet! My brother, now.
See, these other people are
I've given you what you wanted.
just as
I
dangerous.
just want to see him.
All my people. Let's just keep on negotiating.
I want Pete's crew first. Then I'll give you Randall.
I think I've been more than reasonable. Show me Randall.
Oak!
Hey, put the gun down.
I could shoot him and still have 2 more to spare. So you're gonna do what I've asked. Now! I came here willing to talk. But if you're gonna insist on being difficult...
Don't hurt him, all right?
Randall!
You wanna try that again?
Randall isn't worth all this shit.
Gabby, listen to
After
me.
everything they've done, you're still giving them more chances. We deserve retribution.
Don't do this! Stop! No!
Oops.
Berto!
Everyone put your guns
I
down.
knew we couldn't trust them.
Don't! Stand down! Please, don't hurt him.
If you're not gonna do anything, we have to.
That's not your call.
Shoot Norma.
Please.
They shot her.
I'm making a bloodbath of this.
Gabby! Fuck!
Fuck!
Stop putting the gun on the zombie and start shooting the other.
Oh, run!
Yeah, why are you shooting the zombies?
Kill him! Get to the house! Now!
Yeah, she was away from bullets. Did I cause this, or was it inevitable? I think it was pretty inevitable. But maybe I'm just careless. Maybe I'm just a disaster. There's one. Zombie. Oh no, she's hallucinating again. Lost the gun. That's what I figured was gonna happen. Come on, shoot Norma. Come on.
Stay down! Get the rest of them! Burn the whole fucking house down!
Yep, that's what I figured she was gonna say. Tapping A like crazy. I don't think I'm supposed to actually succeed at this one. Fight her. Get that knife.
Zachary! No! Leave her alone! She needs... Zach! What's this?
Do we leave him to the zombie? It's not super satisfying to kill her after all this time. It's still pretty satisfying. Leave Norma to die. I have better things to do, like survive myself. I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually the end of the game right here. Like, no surprise twist or anything. We got one of our crew killed, which is a shame, but I imagine the story was written that at least one character had to die. In fact, several other characters had to die. We were pretty certain of it. Greg, the brother, had to die, I'm certain. The father had to die because there's no actions I feel like I could have taken that would have stopped him from getting shot by Randall. I guess I could have kept Randall alive and maybe tried that negotiating tactic a little bit differently, but yeah, I think I probably made all the right decisions. It is a crazy way of thinking, certainly, living in a zombie-infested world. You just have to be sure of yourself and do the practical, most strategic thing, and don't question yourself. In any of these games, as we are going through this incredibly long loading screen here, like any of these Walking Dead games, though, I have never really felt like I've done the wrong thing. I felt like I've played to the best of my ability. Maybe in the second season it feels like I could have done something completely different, and that would have been kind of interesting, but it wouldn't have been as true to my strategy, my way of playing, and the character I was trying to play as.
They stopped firing.
They're surrounding the house. We have to get out of here. Where are the boys? Upstairs. Alex, James, hurry up!
they're firebombing the house.
Where are you? Where are you?
Girls!
So this really isn't the time to hallucinate. Am I going to end up letting zombies in? Or am I seeing what has finally happened in the past? She pulls that machete. Something she didn't have in her flashback, obviously.
It's okay, Mom.
Does she even know if she's trying to escape or is she trying to get to her children? If this is before the TV series, or even after the TV series, it still confuses me greatly how this can be the same character. Wouldn't it be funny if it turns out she's actually stabbing like 2 of her friends right there? Did I just die? Yes, I did. And it totally ruins the like drama of the sequel. You have when you die because of these quick time events. None of this should be here. This should just all be cutscenes. It should just be a very light interactive experience, walking simulator type game, like they do on Steam all the time. That aren't ever that ambitious. Telltale is the professional example of people who make walking simulators. They don't really want to make a game. They want to tell a story, and sometimes those stories are good, and sometimes the games are good too.
Mommy? I can't see you.
I'm coming!
Smoke is filling this house quickly. I'm walking towards the door, hallucinating again. Like, it just doesn't feel like the TV series, Michonne. It just doesn't. And I barely watched maybe 5 minutes of that actor and that character in the TV series. I just don't think throughout the TV series she's hallucinating her children's death. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this backstory was completely made up and added after she was on the TV show. There's the robot toy again, which I picked, and so it could have been one of 3 toys.
I have to get you out of here. It's not safe.
Let's see. Let's just say it.
I know you're not real. None of this is. But I keep seeing you everywhere. I don't know how to make it stop. Just tell me what you want.
Michonne, it's Dominic.
What's
Where the hell are you?
happening?
Go pack your things, okay? We have to go.
Where's Mommy?
We tried to wait. We're heading to Donna's.
Dad!
She'll be fine. Come on.
No, she'll come look for us. We have to be here.
Michonne, if you're still... Just stay safe, okay? They need you.
So are the kids out there alive? That's the question I have to ask is, did you make it out?
Did you get out? Did you make it? I need to know.
I guess she doesn't get to know. Unless she saw them dead or a zombie somewhere. I'm not gonna keep the hallucinations, so I'm not gonna say stay with me. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't get in the closet. Although I did tell him to hide, so it's kind of our fault. The house is getting smokier and smokier.
Michonne!
Out the window.
You seen Sam? I thought you were dead. Oh, I was so worried.
Sam, we have to go.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna cut people off because this is.
Get out through Greg's room. Follow me. Stay right with me, okay?
Go.
Michonne, hurry!
It's like they want her to die. Because she wants to die. Ah, yes. Your own hallucinations would be representations. Ah, so I have to stop being
I
suicidal.
have to go.
Why?
I work.
Say goodbye, girls. Your mother has to leave.
Please, Mama. Stay here with us.
She can't.
These
Just
kids
let her
are
go.
too old.
Dominic, please. Just let me say goodbye.
Come on, Alex! What are you doing?
No.
Girls, enough. Let her leave if that's what she wants.
Michonne!
Also, it's really a divorce type thing more than a
No.
work.
Don't go.
Colette. She can't stay.
We can't stay here!
It's too late.
I have to
Mother already
go.
made up her mind.
Girls, listen to me.
I guess I could stay and
to
maybe
go.
kill the character, but
Just
I don't
have
think
to
that
go.
would work.
I'm not leaving you here!
Putting her at risk by
Hi.
this holding on to this hallucination.
I'm so sorry.
The old me has to let go
Give me your hand.
and see if this had occurred like over the course of 5 or 6 episodes with a lot more characterization between both Michonne and the girl there, that would have felt much more impactful. But it's still really hard to get into an emotional scene in a Walking Dead game. It's so, the way I've played it is become such a practical thing of just, I'm gonna be the cold, ruthless killer that's gonna do the things necessary no matter what. That I don't really feel any emotional ties to any of the characters in the game because I see them as potential like zombies. I see them as people that are just gonna either hold me back or get killed and turn into zombies or try and kill me, and it's just like there's no scenario that's a good scenario in a world like this. And we get back on the boat. I bet she leaves the boat, if I was to guess. But everybody else gets on the boat, which leaves a chance of any of these characters potentially showing up in The Walking Dead Season 3. Because I believe at least one of these characters actually was from The Walking Dead Season 1 extra episode, or at least showed up for half a second. It's too quiet. I need to be on my guard in case
Sadiq's gonna take a boat down to what's left of Monroe. Salvage what we can. We can drop you off in Oceanside or maybe one of the other communities up north. It's good people.
Thanks. And thank you for everything. I don't know if we would have made it out of there without you. You found my brothers. You took care of Norma.
I just have to tell to learn from this.
Promise me you'll learn from this. Remember what happened here.
I will.
She'll remember that? We're about 5 seconds from ending the game. Who cares if she remembers that? The whole pop-up of whether they remember something or not inherently implies that everything else you say
It'll be
doesn't
harder
matter.
out there without Berto. Might lean on you a bit more. It's not going to be the same without him.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss him too.
I know this has been hard on you, in more ways than one.
I think the guy that got killed, we barely had like 1 or 2 conversations with.
When we got separated,
We may have not.
heard you calling for your daughters. What happened in there? I tried to find you, but I couldn't. I had to get everyone out, and I could just hear you screaming.
Just be
I
honest.
wasn't thinking clearly. All the smoke. I saw things that couldn't be real.
It's happening more often now. The hallucinations, hearing things.
Yeah. Wonder if
Maybe
she's
you'd better start
hallucinating.
thinking about, what if this doesn't go away?
That'd be funny if this is all a dream.
Maybe it won't. But this time, when I saw them, I was able to walk away. Couldn't keep living in that moment with them anymore.
So remember, he took off a gold earring at the beginning of this
I think it's
game.
time to stop running.
He would have probably
back to
been
your
wearing
group,
it
the
this
people
whole
you left.
time.
Your family. Before you can't anymore. If I know anything, it's how goddamn impermanent things are these days.
So
Before you know
I
it,
can
they'll be
say
gone.
I'll go back to the group when I'm
You'll have
ready.
lost your
I will.
chance.
I'm just gonna say nothing.
Don't keep making the same mistake.
So she must have left the TV series group at some point and is now going through this episode and then going back to the TV series. That's the problem of having a TV series and a video game series with the same characters, is unless you set it in a different universe, you're going to have to coordinate with a lot of people and have writers that want to do different things with the characters. There's the girls again. And are we just looking at them? Are they really there? And what the irony would be if they're really there. And we're getting interesting music in our little coda here. The music too, trying to get you emotionally involved with the story, but it's not, again, not gonna work on me. So let's go ahead and look here. Me and 8.9% of the players didn't help Sam bury her father's body. That was apparently a cold decision that not very many people chose. Practical though. We really needed to have made a plan where each one of the peoples with a gun would have been in better spots and know what to do and know who to aim for and know who to shoot immediately. Did you tell Alex what happened to his father? Yes, me and 17.1% of the players did. Apparently, choosing to hold him or say he's something slightly less than honest uh, was overwhelmingly the choice of most players. Did you hand Randall over to Norma? Me and 62.4% of the players did not. But that makes sense because there was two different options in which you could have. If you killed him in the previous episode, you can't really hand him off. And if you are negotiating toughly, and then did you put Norma out of your misery? Me and 58.5% of the players chose to let her get killed by the walkers. Again, a practical decision. All my decisions are mostly practical if in these games. And then the overwhelming 92.3% of players chose to leave the daughters, which I guess there's a option there where you could have said stay. It will refresh the content, and then we'll just hit continue. So, written by 3 different people, that's not really a problem that it's written by 3 different people, because you can have a team writing a story, and the story here isn't terrible. But when you look at that list of the cinematic artists compared to the environmental artists, there's only 3 people, and then character artists, there's only 5 people. It seems really weird that maybe they just gave a bunch of employees the title of cinematic artist. Now we're sitting here in silence with the credits because of the music already playing. There's too many additional programming, additional stuff. I feel very much like Telltale didn't even make this game, that they shopped it out to a third-party programmer, which happens a lot in video games. They'll have a other company make the PC port of games. Telltale is kind of involved with WB, and WB is particularly famous for having a third-party company make Arkham Knight and it running horribly on PC, the Arkham Knight PC port, and it seems pretty obvious that that's what they did here. I can't confirm it, but I speculate heavily that's the case, because this game just does not run on the Telltale tool smoothly. Incredibly, insanely, ridiculously, unacceptably long load times for nothing. The animation of their cheap comic book animation is what it is, but it still didn't animate right and would clip and flicker and flash in different places. There were several instances in this incredibly short game where it would just hitch up. There were several instances in which you had to hit a button, but there was no indication you had to hit a button. There were several instances where you were walking around the environment in a janky way for no reason. On top of that, it feels like the story was cut in half. It feels like the budget was cut in half. I'm so done with QuickTime events. I am so done with loading screens. I'm so done with a secondary loading screen as it uploads every single decision I make or saves it instantly. There's no reason to do that. Games can secretly save things. It's fine. If somebody happens to turn off their PC in the middle of it saving something, just have backups of and load from the previous backup. That's all it has to do. Look, we're even watching an incredibly long load to get to the menu, and that's not too bad. They immediately, as you start Telltale Games these days, they push you to get this Telltale Game account, which did nothing for me. It said it would give you new features and stuff. The only feature it gives you is the cloud save. It's ridiculous. It's unacceptable that you need that. You don't need cloud saving if you're playing the Steam version, because you already have cloud saving on all your games on the Steam version. Maybe if you're playing this on the console, you might have a very much better experience playing this on the console, actually, because of just the simple fact of it having to run a little bit better on set equipment. I would hope. The story goes kind of nowhere in the last 2 episodes. I imagine episode 2 and episode 3 were all going to be just episode 2, and they split it in half once they got information that they were going to cancel it. The only one, it's really a bait and switch tactic here, where you have almost an hour 40 minutes worth of gameplay in the first episode, and then you have barely an hour in the second. Just this mad dash. You run from escaping Monroe to making it to Sam's house, and then all that happens in episode 3 is defending Sam's house and escaping that. Just incredibly short. Does this add anything to the Walking Dead video game series? No. Does it add anything to the TV series? I would bet not. It would have been much better told as a TV series. A couple of episodes, really. You could have done 3 or 4 episodes as a B plot, or as a B plot, cover it over 6 or 8 episodes. So you could go a whole season telling her Michonne's backstory of how she was a lawyer and how she was on the rocks or getting a divorce from her husband and leaving her kids to maybe go to work, but maybe to get a divorce, and all of that, and how she doesn't know if they're dead or not, and she's hallucinating it. All of that could have been done a million times better on the TV show with better writers, more of a budget, and not having to fumble over the Telltale Tool is what it's called. That game engine is old and rickety. I'm glad they're making a new, improved version for The Walking Dead 3. Hopefully it doesn't have the... it has massive improvements over this. But just the quick time events didn't add anything at all. I would have much rather just watch cutscenes. The conversation pieces here felt incredibly weird because it's an established character that was going between 2 personalities, really. The suicidal mother who lost her children, and then the badass lady who kills all the zombies, and there's just like no connection there. I can't, for my mind, even think how she went from one character to the other. The old her and the new her. It seems like a completely different person that you could never, ever turn from that old her to the new her. And I would much rather have seen a story explaining how she got to that point. It's pretty obvious that Sam and Greg were her surrogate children, and she was trying to take care of them, and then we had even more surrogate children for her to take care of, and she doesn't even get too attached or try any of that. They did this story so much better in The Walking Dead Season 1, and it really is just copying and pasting things from Season 1 and Season 2. There was nothing new here. So, not to belabor the point, not very good. Easily skippable, this one. Anywho, that's it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, Comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos, because all of that helps me out with YouTube, tells me my videos are worth watching. If you want to support me even further than that, you can click on my name Rydo. That'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. Also on my main YouTube page is my playlist tab. You can click that and see a playlist for every game I've ever covered, including Walking Dead Season 1 and Walking Dead Season 2, which I had a lot more fun with, went for a lot longer, wasn't anywhere as buggy, and I would highly recommend you go check those out instead of playing watching or playing this game. Yeah. And then finally, down below in the description box, I have links to all my social media sites: Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, and Battle.net. So friend and follow me on all of those. That helps me out with those services and lets you know when my newest videos are available for viewing. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.